What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's Merce World and happy Thursday to you. If it's your first time visiting the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit notifications so you're the first to see the new videos each week. Also, guys, if you wouldn't mind, hitting the like button and leaving a little comment would go a long way. Thank you everybody for wishing me a lovely birthday last week. I had the best birthday I've ever had. It was absolutely amazing. So thank you everybody who took part in my birthday, whether it be leaving me a message or presents or anything like that. It was really, really great one. Thanks, guys. Feel very refreshed. So because it was my birthday last week, I didn't get to watch as many shows and films as I usually do because I was quite busy. But I did manage to get in some great ones for you, and I'm going to give you some reviews on those now. So without further ado, let's see what I've been watching this week. Titans Series 2 on Netflix. Titans is an American net series that actually then got picked up by Netflix. The first series was shown last year. I absolutely loved the first series and binged watched it from start to finish. It's based on the DC Comics Teen Titans, and the series depicts a group of young heroes who sort of get together to fight bad guys, basically. You know the long and short of it. The main hero in it that you will be aware of is Robin, or Dick Grayson, who used to be Robin. Basically, he's had a fallout with Batman, he's given it up, and now he's gone solo. I would describe this series as a brutal version of Avengers. This is not one for the kids. Don't be fooled by the superhero characters. This is very much an 18 rated series. There is a lot of sex and violence in this. You can tell why I like it now. It's a really enjoyable adult comic book series. If you love The Boys, I think you will absolutely adore this. So if you need a fix while you're waiting for The Boys Series 2, then get into Titans. The second series only begun last week, and it's even better than the first series in my opinion. I'd love to know if you guys think, did you prefer the first series or the second series? Obviously, don't put any spoilers. With the success of The Joker this year as well, I think there's a lot more interest in Batman, and this obviously ties in with the Batman stories. If you're into Batman, you've probably already seen this. I would highly recommend this one. It's really easy going as well, because you know it's a bit fantasy, a bit far-fetched. So go check that one out and let me know what you think in the comments below. Us on Sky Movies premiere. Us is a 2019 American horror film written and directed by Jordan Peele, starring Lupita Nyong'o, Winston Duke, Shahadi Wright Joseph, Evan Alex, Elisabeth Moss, and Tim Heidecker. The film follows Adelaide Wilson and her family who are attacked by a group of menacing doppelgängers. Now, this is a Jordan Peele film. He did the movie Get Out, which I thought was absolutely fantastic, completely out of the blue. Was not expecting that to be such an amazing film. Didn't really know a lot about it until it came out, and it was just fantastic. I had really, really high hopes for this. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't that disappointed. It's still an averagely, to good movie. I'd sort of give it a 7 out of 10. But as a horror film, I didn't find it particularly scary. The comedy elements in it were really, really good. But unfortunately, I think the comedy side of it kind of took away a lot of the horror side that they obviously put a lot of work into. The acting in the movie is really, really good. And some of the scenery is brilliant. It very much reminds me of an 80s style movie. You'll see what I mean when you watch it. Say the settings, obviously some of the references as well, because obviously it does refer back to when she was a child, which was set during the 80s. And I would say it's a very unique film. There's not anything I can compare it to directly. I did originally see this at the cinema, but I did rewatch this the other day just so I can review it again. And like I said, my opinion hasn't particularly changed. I thought maybe at the cinema I was expecting something else, but obviously now I knew what I was expecting. I rewatched it. And as I say, it wasn't really much different, the feeling I got for it. I'd give it sort of a solid 7 out of 10. The good thing about this movie, it does keep you guessing all the way through. You can't quite put your finger on what's going on. But overall, I was hoping to be blown away, and unfortunately, I wasn't. Definitely an easygoing watch, so if you're stuck for something to watch, it's definitely worth putting it on. So check that one out, and I'd love to know if you guys enjoyed that or not. For me, I found it a bit average. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Season 14. Now, I know this is quite late in the day to be talking about Series 14, but it's actually coming out on Sunday this week. I've already been lucky enough to watch this series before it's over here, and I must say it is excellent. I'd say almost back to its best. Now, if you haven't seen Sunny in Philadelphia before, I would say it's probably the funniest comedy series of all time, but my sense of humour is a little bit naughty. The concept of the show is some friends who own a bar together, but they're all despicable people. Every single one of them has some really bad traits, and they're very selfish, they're argumentative. The stories are so extreme. They're only 20-minute episodes. A lot of the episodes are very controversial with their titles and with the subject matter, but these guys make fun of absolutely everything. So if you're easily offended, I would not recommend this one for you. But if you can take it, 100% check this out. I was belly laughing throughout. This is one of those things, it's like a cult show. You either know about it or you don't. And when you talk to other people who watch Sunny in Philadelphia, you kind of feel like, yeah, you're my boys or you're my girls. Do you know what I mean? So check this one out, guys. I think it's absolutely brilliant. If you're starting it from the beginning, I say stick with it, because obviously some of the older episodes are lower budget. The budget gets bigger and bigger throughout. And Danny DeVito also comes into, I think, the second series or late first series. When Danny DeVito comes into it, he is the absolute cherry on the icing on the top of the cake. It's absolutely excellent. Just to give you an idea, some of the episodes, one of them, the gang decide that they don't want to work anymore. They want to get on benefits, but the only way to get on benefits is to show you have a drug dependency. Therefore, they get some crack, so crack shows up in their blood system. But unfortunately, they get addicted to crack. You can tell where this is going. It is really extreme. It's absolutely hilarious. Please go and check this one out, guys. If you haven't seen this before, this needs to be your life for the next few weeks. That's all we got time for this week, guys. But before I go, I'd like to talk to you. I'd like to talk to you and say thank you for your comment. And I'd like to read out your comment. That is, if this is your comment I'm reading out. As if, I hope you enjoy The Messiah. I think it's absolutely brilliant, mate. Gaz the One, thank you so much, first and foremost, for helping me by telling all of your lovely subscribers over on Facebook. Gaz the One Gaming, everybody. If you like your games, you like watching streaming games, all the new releases, Gaz the One Gaming is the place to be. Thank you for letting me know, Gaz the One, that Shazam 2 is coming out this year. I did not even know that. I should know a bit more about the cinema, but I like to focus on Netflix and stuff. You know, do my job. And Mo, thank you for your comment about Shazam 2 as well. And I agree, it could be a big flop. What do you guys think? Do you think it'll be good, or do you think it'll be a flop? Some sequels work, some don't. Tyler and Terry, thank you very much for the birthday messages. And Andy Stephen, thanks once again for another recommendation. I will have a look at that one this week, but I was very busy last week, so didn't get time to watch enough. But next week, we have a great lineup for you. There's 3 massive releases, and I am dying to tell you about them. Every week now, I'm going to start introducing a little new segment called Question of the Week. Question of the Week this week is, what was the first DVD you bought? I bought a PlayStation 2, and then I think I bought it from Blockbusters before I worked there, funny enough. And then I ended up buying Austin Powers 2, and that was my first ever DVD. So what was the first DVD you ever bought or were given? Did you even have a DVD player? Are you too young? Are you too old? I don't know. Are you watching this on a stone? I just don't know. I just don't know. Let me know, guys, and put it in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I look forward very much to seeing you all next week. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you next Thursday.